Hello and welcome to Overshadow Shadowcast with your host Thomas Anderson and Tech Wizard. Abigail Moat.
Greetings.
Now, we only heard half of that because
Greetings.
Abigail is waving her hand in front of her face.
I said greetings.
That's absolutely ruining what the mic's picking up. Eatings.
Greetings.
Season's eatings.
Season's greetings.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome
How
to
are
the
you?
first podcast of 2021.
Just to clarify, the first of ours.
No, the very first one of anybody's.
Everybody else has been banned from putting them up.
Yeah. No, our
You know it's their turn to go first now.
Our first one of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling quite, I don't know, lackluster. I'm quite sleepy.
I agree. I've been reading for the past few days. Just reading.
I've not been reading. I don't know what it is. It's like I've got loads of books I've not read. I'm not joking. At the moment I'm looking at, I know I've not finished the second one. I've got four collector's editions of Inuyasha I've not read. Well, I have technically read it all and I know how it ends, but I've not reread them. Like, I bought my own ones. I borrowed them from somebody else first of all. I then also have 3 volumes of the collector's editions of Fruits Basket. I've still not read those. Again, I know how it ends.
Whoa, what word salad are you firing at me?
Fruits Basket. It's
Manga.
called... Yes.
Right. Right. That's what the word salad was. I've been just to keep it thematic, I've been reading Halo books.
You haven't given me the list yet. So you were going to give me the list. Tommy was going to give me the list of books and he still hasn't done it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I got some good news. I got quite a good grade from a lab report for my practice lab. I was quite happy with that. I got a B, high B1 or something. What's so funny?
Sorry, Hybe's 1.
High. Well, I bet you. I meant to say. I was gonna say high B, and then I ended up saying it was actually B1. So I'm quite.
No, but do you know
that.
what Hybe's?
No.
Have you heard of Hibernian or Hibs?
Oh right.
They call themselves Hybe's.
I didn't know.
So Hybe's 1 would be a Hybe's 1. Oh, did they? Who were they playing?
I did not know that.
Oh, it's a funny. You know, it's cozy. Anyway, so what have you been doing?
I have been.
Okay, what have you been playing? Let's narrow it down.
My brain blanked. I have been playing
You're blamed.
I've got a hot water bottle. I'm quite cozy and I'm getting sleepy now. Maybe I should put it. I don't want to put it away though.
Just tell me what you've been playing, and you won't need to eject said water bottle from your personage.
I have been playing some Star Trek Online by myself because somebody doesn't want to play with me at the moment.
Yeah. I'm just really, really tired all the time. So sitting there getting blown up for 3 hours.
But I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out because I've managed to not get blown up as much, and I've actually managed to complete 3 missions, like 3 main missions. So I'm quite happy.
And do you remember what your super secret was?
I've got this ability that I can effectively fix my ship with the press of a button. I can be down to like 10% of my ship left, and then I can hit this button and it goes back up to 100.
Hold on. It's not 10% of your ship left. You're not just a flying nacelle, right? It's 10% of what?
Ship integrity.
Close. I'll give you hull strength.
Yeah.
But hull integrity, ship integrity, I'll give you that. Yeah. It's basically the number attached to once you hit 0, your ship falls apart.
It gets blown up. So I've managed.
You use that power and what happens?
It goes back to 100 again. But I can't use it again for another 3 minutes. And 3 minutes is a long time when you're being shot at. Yeah.
Also, you told me to just use that power and it would be fine, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then what did we work out?
You aren't the same as me. So I'm an engineer and you're something else. Are you?
Tactical.
It's
engineering, science, and tactical. And I'm tactical.
I've got a lot of credits.
Yeah. I need to buy a tactical ship because I bought all the ships that I wanted. And it turns out that I prefer the engineering ships.
Can I buy more ships?
I don't know if you can do it with credits, but you can buy ships.
I'm going to go in and have a look.
Yeah. It's dilithium and zen and all that sort of stuff.
I played a mission. I tried to play a mission. It's very annoying because it said I needed a bodysuit because the atmosphere would kill me or whatever it is.
Yes, you should have one.
I do have one, but every time I put it on, I just kept dying. So I don't know what was going on there.
I think those suits have to be turned on. I can't really remember, but I think it might be the vac suits, the EVA suits have to be switched on and powered up. Otherwise, you're still trying to breathe external air.
That makes
It's
sense.
one of those little moments of realism that they put in where I think you're just walking out with
Yeah.
like your helmet on, but still open at the front.
It's not open at the front, but yeah, it's something like that. Maybe that's what was
Don't make my
going on.
mistake as you float by.
See, I didn't know what was going on. It was very, very annoying. That makes more sense now. But yeah, so I managed to complete 3 missions, and I am quite satisfied with them.
What did you get for them?
I got some weapons. I can't. What else I got?
You should pick any marks. They're worth more because you can use those in the background things that they've got, the reputation system, I think it is. And then when you do missions in that, they give you boxes of better equipment than you can unlock during missions.
I'll have to have a look at that. But my inventory keeps like getting clogged with stuff, and it's really, really annoying. Because it's stuff I can't use yet, or I can't work out the specializations for my bridge officers, and they're not getting upgraded enough, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I don't upgrade mine either. But that shouldn't stop us completing missions we've already completed.
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
No, I don't know.
If you're going back, if you've beaten them before, shouldn't, no. And it was easy the first time round. There's a ship over there. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Well, I think that because remember when we were going up against some big ship, and I told you, you said just focus on the big ship, and I said no, you need to pick off the smaller ones first, because if you pick off the smaller ones first, they're not going to keep going at you when you go off to get the big one.
Yeah.
And you actually complimented me on that. You were like, oh, that's such a good idea.
Okay, well, it wasn't quite like that because I'm a tactical genius. I wouldn't have been that stupid. If we can just put a little bit of context into it, you were engaged with the large ship, I was engaged with the small ship, and the large ship was between you and the small one. By the time you had run past it, you'd have been blown up. So I said, just target that one. And then when you joined the fight again after respawning, you then targeted the small one, which was the right thing to do.
No.
Yes.
No. You said, I remember you telling me, oh, actually, yeah, you're right. We should target the smaller ones first.
Yes, because there is absolutely nothing you're saying that contradicts what I'm saying.
I want to be smart.
I didn't say you weren't.
I want to be smart.
I didn't say you weren't.
I want to have good ideas. I think I
did.
did have a good idea.
No, it's just that when we spawned in, they had moved around and it was easier for us to slip past and attack the smaller vessels. So that's what we did. And we destroyed it and then targeted the big one. And then it was basically pointless because the big one was immortal.
Yeah. I think there needs to be another tactic, though. I think if we both target the same shield. Because you know how there's like 4 shields? There's the front, rear, left, and right.
Starboard and port.
If you keep attacking just one shield, if that goes down, then you've pretty much got a straight shot at the ship.
Yep. But then you take 250,000 points of damage from one attack when your ship can't survive that in cumulative damage.
Anywho.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. I don't know why it's suddenly spiked in difficulty.
I'm finding it not... It's still difficult, but it's not as difficult as it was before, but I think it's purely because I'm able to regenerate my ship quicker.
If I'm being honest and telling you, I was using those powers for me the whole way through it, and I just couldn't get anything done. My ships get bluttered within about 3 seconds because I'm not engineering class, I'm not science, I'm not supposed to be attacked.
Maybe you need to
Not
upgrade
really.
some parts of your ship, like some of the elements of it.
I'm in the wrong ship. I'm in an engineering ship rather than a tactical. And
Well, there you
also,
go then.
I can't just upgrade the ship.
Not the ship, components of the ship, because that's what I've been doing.
I don't have the components.
You should have some because you can upgrade certain parts of it.
Yes, but my point is I don't have any components that are better. So my consoles and equipment and all the rest of that, like the shields and the weapons, I've got all the best stuff on.
No, you should be able to get like bits and pieces that you can upgrade those things with. Like there's a section in the game that you can upgrade certain things.
R&D.
I can't remember, but there's a segment in
I'm I'm still
shipping.
leveling that up to be able to build better stuff.
Okay.
I've got shields and weapons, I think, are fully upgraded.
Your ship's
I think.
faster than mine.
Yeah, I've got slightly better engines, yeah. But that's it.
Hmm.
I think you,
You
like,
I'm
I
also
can
you
do,
also
what,
need to
9.2 and you can do 9.1 or something?
you also need to look at what kind of weapons you have and where they're positioned and what you're using them with. But certain not kit frames, but something like it need to match up with the weapons.
No, yes. But my problem is, as a tactical officer, my best weapons are like cannons that only have like a 90 or 45-degree firing arc.
Yeah.
But my ship isn't, because it's an engineering ship, it can't turn quickly. So I can't bring that to bear.
Is your ship the
So
same
I
as
can't,
mine?
yes, it can't turn this quickly. Whereas if I was in the Defiant, which is the ship I'm supposed to be in, I could turn quicker. Because it wasn't a problem. But before, when we were playing before, I could easily win with the ship I had.
So
But now it's a problem.
why did you swap ships?
I didn't swap ships. I chose the engineering ship because it's
The
the
ship.
Enterprise E. So
Yeah.
it's the one from the movies of the Next Generation era. So I picked it. I picked the ships that it's not nice to you in that way. When you reach certain, I don't know if it is, actually, I'll be honest, I don't know if it is the Defiant that's in this class, if it would have been a different one. I don't know that. But the Enterprise D, Voyager, and Defiant are all different classes. I don't think you can have them all without buying several of the same class ship, as it were, from the same tier.
Okay.
Yes. So if they're all like T5s, I need to buy 3 T5s. I don't have the in-game currency for that. So I picked the ship I wanted, not the one that the game wanted me to have.
Okay.
And I don't think it's causing that big a problem, because I think repeating missions is supposed to be for when you've completed the game.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's probably why we're struggling. It's probably because they didn't want people to just repeat missions and get loads of credits and stuff.
When I continued on with the game, though, it was still really difficult. At one point, I just kept blowing up. I was telling you about it.
So did you move to chapter 3?
I just continued with it because what was it called? The Mirror Realm or something like that, or Jabberwock, the Mirrorverse.
No. Don't know what that means.
It's like a big yellow bit in space, and not the sun. You go through like a wormhole.
Can I just point out, the tactical map is coloured to let you know which faction controls that space. It's not actually yellow space.
Well, it was had like lightning and things like that going on. It was like a electric storm or something.
Right. So I'll be honest. I think you're reaching into, this is what happens after, I think, Deep Space Nine. So I don't really want to know that until I've had a chance to watch it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I was just saying what happened.
Yeah, I know. That's what I didn't want you to say.
Well, you asked me what I was doing.
Yeah, I asked you if you moved on to a different chapter.
I didn't
You
move
need
on
to
to
then
a
describe
chapter.
the chapter.
I
Yeah,
didn't move on
we
to a
did.
different chapter.
Yes, we did. We did chapters 1 and 2. We did Klingon and we did Romulan Empire, and then the next one is Cardassian space. No, that's not the title of the chapter. You.
Well, that's the mission I did.
Shush.
What's it called? I don't know. What's it called? It began with a J and it sounded like Jabberwocky. I don't think that's what it was actually called. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. What have you been doing?
So I told you that I've been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and my little brother has been watching.
Yes.
Because he's played it before and he wants to see me play it through, so he can basically see what I do and have fun chatting about it and that.
Yes.
I'm super sneaky, by the way. Super sneaky.
Super duperty sneakity. You sneakater snookater.
See, if you shut your eyes, I'll disappear.
The world disappears when you shut your eyes. Where am I? What's going on?
That is the power of my magic.
That's the power of my eyeballs.
No, it's the power of your eyelids.
Apparently your eyelids are like see-through.
Yes, they are.
That really freaked me out when I saw people doing that. It's like, why can't you, if you can see your eyeball, why can't you see through it?
If you can see your eyeball, why can't you see through it? What?
If you like stretch your eyelid, you can see apparently you see your eyeball in the mirror or something.
No, you wouldn't see your eyeball. You'd probably just see the colours of the pupil in the iris. You wouldn't see the eyeball as clearly as if you opened your eyes. You don't open your eyes, you open your eyelids.
Do you know what phrase I hate? Open your ears.
Oh.
I
Infrapenny, infrapad.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I
don't
don't like
like
it, but it's alright.
I don't like open your ears.
Can I just say something, right? One of my favourite phrases to use in totally inappropriate scenarios.
What?
Right? You slag. I don't know why. As long as it's said with that voice, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it was Sunday at Christmas dinner was asking for more vegetables, and I just, you slag. I don't mean inappropriate as in walking up to a woman wearing a short dress and going, you slag. I mean inappropriate as in it doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I just really like this jumper. It's just so soft and lovely and warm. You slag. Do I describe your hot water bottle?
It's a full length hot water bottle. Well, if I say full length, it's what, about a meter long? So I can put it around my waist and things like that. I can put it around my shoulders. So I sometimes get a really bad upper back pain. So it's for that as well.
Slag. You see what I mean? It's just funny because you know I don't actually mean to insult you because it doesn't make sense.
Terrible, terrible man.
Oh no! That's the police coming to get me. Them slags.
No, it's
Oh, I
very
love it.
cozy. My hot water was very cozy. Our boiler went kaputski yesterday. Well, it's been
Oh, you went Polish, maybe Russian.
it's
I
been on the
went
fritz
German. Kapitten.
it's been on the fritz for the last few days. Well, for the last few years actually. It's never worked. And just felt
I turned the shower on and it's shards of ice.
no, I felt so genuinely. We've had this boiler for 13 years, and it's never worked properly since day dot.
Hold on. The boiler before we had this one, we must have had for. I think it came with a house, which would mean that it was 29, 30 years old.
Yeah,
Not more.
our boiler just didn't work right. But for the last few days, it made such a noise. It sounded like it was gonna like launch off the wall. Like that's how much of a noise it was making. And it was actually
Activate main engines.
no. It genuinely sounded like it was gonna explode. No,
Thrust.
it genuinely sounded like it was going to explode.
Captain, you can't take it anymore. Full military thrust.
Okay, stop it
Blow
now.
the engines, Captain.
Stop it now. It sounded like it was going to explode, and basically,
Chugga chug.
I it was so cold. I was like, I'm so glad I bought this hot water bottle. It was expensive, but I'm glad I bought it.
Your hot water bottle.
Do you know how much it was?
Hot water bottle.
$24.99.
Nice. That's not. I mean, I don't know how much hot water bottles go for, but not
It
like
was
you've
worth
said
it, though.
105.
It was worth it though, because
Is that the reason that you can't say hot water bottle?
hot water bottle,
Hot water bottle.
hot water bottle,
A hot water bottle?
hot water bottle. How am I not saying it right?
You're saying hot water bottle.
Hot water bottle,
Yeah, see, there's an R there.
hot water bottle,
There you go.
water
Or the
bottle,
Americans, war, where the T
Water.
disappears. War.
water.
I think it's actually just subconscious. It's to make them all want to fight. War. Take the T out. War.
I remember when some of my a family member came over with some of her friends, and one of them was American, and we were
You
at a
showed them
dance.
civilization.
No, we were at like a dance, and we went to go up to get some juice, actual juice, and she asked the person who was serving it, "What is it?" And it's like, and the guy was like, "It's lime water." Like I can't do the accent. It was like a really strong Scottish accent. And she had to ask him twice what it was, and eventually I had to say, "It's lime water." It's like, "Oh, it's lime water.
It's lime water.
Lime water. What?
It's lime water.
Lime water. Lime water."
I'm sorry, can you say that properly?
No, she was really lovely. She didn't say that. I
She's American.
no, she was lovely. I just looked at it and said to her, "It's lime water." And because I don't think they really have diluting juice over there. It's like Kool-Aid they've got Kool-Aid, but it's not the same thing.
No, they don't have diluting juice because to dilute something would be a sign of weakness. They just drink it straight.
Oh.
I'll dilute it with my blood.
I've never tried. I have tried undiluted orange juice. It was not a pleasant experience. Just a little bit, just to see what it would taste like, because I was curious. It's like, what is it, Tachi? I was like, no,
Chug,
no,
chug, 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 and die.
it's not a good. It's not a good idea.
Right, come on. That has been
So
a
anyway,
great many minutes.
yes, you were. We started off with you talking about you were playing. Your little brother was watching. You
My
play.
little brother.
Your little brother was
Brother.
brother.
It's actually, I think it's actually a German word. Mein Bruder,
Brother.
as in my brother.
Your brother.
Brother. I'm not a brooder. I'm not. We're not making babies. He's not my brooder. He's my brother.
Brother. Sorry.
Mein Bruder.
Your brother.
I think. I could be wrong. It could be good hustle. Anyway.
Yes, and he was watching you play it.
Yeah, so he's obviously not here anymore because the lockdown has banished him from our site. So we've been thinking about doing is using screen share so that I can play, I can cast it to my computer, and then I can screen share to his, and he can watch.
What's it called? It's Parsec, isn't it, that you're using?
Parsec.
Parsec.
And why does that ring familiar?
Because it is a term which is used in
I don't even know where you were going. Get the bagpipes out. Come on.
Star Wars?
Right, correct. It's
Oh.
used in many types of science fiction as a unit of distance or a sector sort of
Was it
type
used
thing.
in Star Trek? I just remember it in Star Wars.
I believe actually in Star Trek Online, a parsec is one of the squares,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. I know it's used in Star Wars. It's a unit of distance or volume or
Yeah,
area.
that's that. I know that. I knew it
Mm.
was a distance thing, but I couldn't remember. That's what I was like. Is it Star Wars?
Used in Stargate.
I love
Right,
that
so
show.
I preferred Atlantis, but
I know you did, but you constantly talk about it whenever we talk about Star Trek. No, Stargate. I liked
I like
SGU.
no, that's Stargate on heroin. Everything is really, really dark.
I liked it because Robert Carlyle was in it. He's a good actor. I like him.
Well, the
And
thing
also
is,
the guy who played the captain or the general kind of reminds me of like the
Colonel, I think.
colonel, sorry, reminds me of the lead penguin in Penguins of Madagascar.
Madagascar or Madagascar.
He just looks like him. He just reminded me. He just always reminded me of Skipper.
I think all the evidence I need is that they shut down Atlantis to make Universe, and then Universe shut down after 2 years, and I'm telling you they were not done telling that story,
Nope.
and they're having to reboot Stargate, and that is after Stargate SG-1 in Atlantis, where it was one of the biggest sci-fi properties or franchises you could imagine. It
Yeah.
was up there with Star Wars and Star Trek, and now it's nothing because they absolutely boned it with Stargate Universe.
Did you just say they're rebooting it?
They're having to reboot it because they can't just start
When did you
from
hear
where they were.
that? Why have I not heard of this?
No idea. But I'm not really interested in a full reboot because it's a full reboot. It's like they're getting rid of everything they've ever done and starting all over again. So what's the point?
I'm just looking it up. Stargate SG-1 comes to Netflix as more information is revealed.
No, that's an old story. Anyway, like just look up in your own time. So what
This
I've been
is
doing
my
to
own time.
so what I've been doing to prepare to screencast. Prepare to screencast. Preparing to screencast. He's the screencast officer. Surely he would always be prepared. That's a Stargate joke there, by the way.
What did you say? I wasn't paying attention. I read something. I was reading something when you said that. Sorry.
I said, well, I've been doing something to prepare to screencast, right? And then
Yeah.
I said, prepare to screencast, preparing to screencast. He's the screencast officer. Surely he
Yeah.
should always be prepared. Do you get it? Do you know where it's from? Okay, I'll tell you. It's from a
Is it-
Stargate SG-1 episode
Yeah.
where the colonel in charge of Prometheus says, weapons officer, prepare to fire. Prepared, right? She says, he or she says, yes, sir, right?
Yeah.
And Jack O'Neill turns to Teal'c and said, it's the weapons officer. Surely they're always prepared to fire. And then later on, the colonel says, we're running another drill. Get to your damage control station, right?
Yeah.
Or something to those effect. And O'Neill says to Teal'c, Teal'c, prepare to assist in damage control. And Teal'c says, I am prepared. So in
I don't know who-
preparation,
Sorry.
what?
I was
Go ahead.
gonna say I don't know who my favorite character was.
In SG-1,
Yeah. I liked all of them.
O'Neill. I would say then followed by
I liked-
Daniel Jackson.
Yeah. Michael Shanks played Daniel Jackson. I only know that because eventually he got the title of and Michael Shanks at the end when they were at the opening credits.
And you know, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You remember the Doctor from series 9 and 10?
She
Acted by the General's daughter.
blonde?
Lex. No. She was the one who did it for the first like 7 years.
No,
the
the
one
first
who
one.
came in season 9 and 10
The
who
redhead.
acted. No, black hair. I'm sure it was black hair.
There was one that was like there from day one. The first Doctor that was on base, and she had like really short reddish hair.
Yes, that's Dr. Fraser.
Yeah, that's who I'm.
She's in season 9 and 10.
Nah, I know. I remember why.
This is the Doctor who's the daughter of the new base commander after Jack O'Neill leaves.
Oh, I can't remember.
Lexa Doig or something like that. Doig.
I don't remember what she looked like.
Oh, she's married to Alexa. What?
Try that again.
Alexa, are you okay?
Wait, I didn't understand that.
Alexa, are you okay?
Feeling full of love for our four-legged furry friends about written a song about dogs. I think you'll find it labradorable.
Alexa, thanks. I'm going to assume it was that woman's first name. Do you remember the name of the woman that I was speaking about?
No.
Lexa Doig or Doge
Right.
or Doige.
So sorry. Just for reference, we had to cut. There was my internet cut out. So if something doesn't make sense, that is why my internet just decided to give up. Tommy's Alexa went crazy, and it started making jokes about dogs.
All is right with the world.
What? Because it made a joke about a dog. So anyway, we're going to get back to the end of the story you were telling us before I kept interrupting you about you playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Sorry, just a quick can you see that?
Yeah, I still don't remember her.
Okay. Well, she's married to Michael Shanks.
Oh,
And they met on her sci-fi show,
what was her sci-fi show?
Andromeda.
All right.
So he was a guest actor on that.
He was also a
And
guest.
then-
He was also a guest actor on Smallville.
Was he?
He played, was it Hawkman or something?
Oh, so he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And he was a guest actor on Sanctuary.
I thought for a really long time it was the same actor that played the character in the movie, like
Oh,
right at the very
no.
beginning. I genuinely thought it was the same actor until, like, obviously, I found out it wasn't. It was I can't remember who it is. I know who it is. I think he's in Blacklist or something like that now, but
I just want to make sure I say his name. It's David Spader. James Spader.
that's it.
James Spader.
I loved the movie, but it freaked me out when I was a kid. The intro. Right, you're gonna tell us about Assassin's Creed Syndicate?
Yeah. So
Excuse me.
pardon you. So I've been preparing to cast to my little brother so he can watch me play Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And I did it because one of the things he told me not to do was there's collectibles in these games, right?
Yeah.
So like things that you can go and pick up. So there's chests with money and items in there for stuff, and then there's other things depending on which game you're playing that you just randomly go and get.
Yeah.
So in this game, he said, "Oh, don't get the map because if you buy all the maps, you'll have these markers everywhere."
Yeah.
Because in Unity, if you bought all the maps, which is what I do straight away anyway, because I'm running that direction, I might as well pick up all the money I can on the way there. And well, basically what happened was that in Unity, it was like 500 things you had to pick up, and if you and lots of all the side missions came up, and basically what happened was if you backed out the map and like zoomed out, you couldn't see anything.
Wow.
Say again, I didn't get picked up.
Wow.
Thank you. So
You're welcome.
No problem. So what happens is you in Unity you couldn't actually see any of the map because it was all covered in icons for you to pick things up.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see where you were going to find the actual missions. In this though, it's slightly different. So that was why he told me not to pick it up. There's too many, there's no real purpose, and it'll block the map.
Yeah.
It turns out in this one, if you zoom out far enough, the icons become invisible. You have to zoom in a certain amount.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so you only basically see them if you're zooming into your local area, in which case they don't sort of like block 3 or 4 different streets. They just appear on the street and you can see it and then you can go and get it. Or not, if that's what you're doing. I bought all the maps and I'm just, whenever I just feel like running around in a game for half an hour but not doing anything important, I just put that on. That's all I've been doing.
How many Assassin's Creed games have you actually played? And which ones are they?
8.
Is that how many games there are? I think that's how many games there are.
No.
How many games are there then?
Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Revelations 3, 4, Black Flag. You've got Unity and Rogue came out very soon to each other. You've got. Do you want me to count them all as right? Okay, so Unity and Rogue. Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations 3, 4, Unity, Rogue, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey, and then Valhalla. So that's 12, sorry. But you've also got Liberations and Bloodlines.
Yeah.
And you've got that's 14. But if you include any re-releases, they remastered the Ezio collection. So that's 3 games in one. So we'll count that as 1 or 3. I don't know. They remastered 3.
Yeah.
And they had ports of Black Flag from 360 to 1. So it depends how you want to count it, but you could count anywhere from, I think, 15 to 19. Or
Wow.
14 to 19, sorry.
Wow.
I've played 8. I wouldn't bother with Bloodlines because that's like a PlayStation portable game from like 2010 or something. But Liberations was originally, I think it was a PlayStation Vita game or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it was ported to consoles. It was like Xbox Arcade.
Yeah.
I've got that. I just haven't played it yet. It's
So-
a smaller game. It's a much smaller game.
It's just because like that there's a sale on at the moment on
Yeah.
on Xbox for certain games. I don't know if it's still on today, but like loads of those games were like really, really cheap compared to what they normally are.
Mhm.
So
Are you going to play them?
eventually, hopefully.
Yeah, because I was thinking we could put that on the channel. That could be quite interesting.
Yeah.
You'd have to do not all of the side stuff.
Yeah. See,
here's a
I
question.
want to 100% a game. I like.
But here's the question for you.
Okay.
Are you going to be the one playing it?
Yeah.
Not me. It's going to be you.
Yeah.
Good idea. Right, so you could then...
Because I feel like it'd be more fun
think
if I
about
did it. Because I just imagine if you were watching me, you just get so angry.
Yeah. But things like KOTOR and Mass Effect, we can do playthroughs where it's you doing it and then playthroughs where it's me doing it.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what we should do? We should, just for the hay of it, I play Spyro and you can watch me. What was that?
Take my eyes.
Do you not like Spyro?
Not really. It's just not my thing. It just looks a wee bit simplistic and boring.
It's not simplistic and boring. It's difficult.
I didn't say easy, I said simplistic.
It's not simplistic.
Are you thinking of what the opposite of simplistic is?
No, it kind of is simplistic, but I don't find it simplistic. No, it's difficult if you want to find everything because they're hidden so well.
I never said it was easy. I said it's simplistic.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not though.
How? There's a story
I'd
to do.
have to
There's
show
some
you.
jewels to hide. Whatever.
I'd have to show you.
Fine. Maybe we could take it in turns with some of the Assassin's Creed games, I suppose. I don't know.
I just find that if you were
best
playing
if you
it,
play them.
I just find if you played them, you would just make me stop and just look at a scenery or stop and listen to music, because there've been so many times when you introduce me to a game and I want to comment on it and you say shut up and listen, or shut up and look at that scenery, or I
Yeah.
go to talk something and then you're like nope, still shut up.
In fairness, it's appropriate. You do need to shut up and look at that piece of scenery or shut up and listen to that piece of music.
Yeah, but I've been listening to it for like 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, I get it now. Okay. No, shush. And then I go, no, shh. Okay, let's go.
At that point, that's you just shushing yourself after you've started to speak. No, I think you're right. I think you should be the one to play it, but I don't think there'd be any harm in me going back over it
Oh,
if
no.
I wanted to.
No.
But yeah, you should be the one to play it. I just remember there are a few things I really like about those games.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss about Syndicate?
No, I just wanted to say that's what I've been doing.
Well, we've not got any stories,
No, we don't.
so we shall
'Cause,
continue with
the
this.
news has stopped for a while.
So we should, yeah. Well, no, it's not stop, but it's all
Boring.
about one thing, and I for one am fed up of hearing about it. So we shall play a game. So we are going to play this game where Tommy has taken the blurb off the back of a game, and he's put it into Google translated into a language, and then he's opened up another Google Translate page and then retranslated it back into English. And then he's going to read it out to me, and we're going to see if I can guess it. Now, Tommy's changed the rules every single week. First of all, it was unlimited guesses.
No. Stop a second. No. I started changing them after 6 weeks when you were 5-1 up, and we thought maybe we need to start changing them. It's only 5-2, right? So we're still trying to work out the best balance for how to do this, because we can't have you just run away with it all the time.
So, and then he also changed the rules halfway through last week. First of all, I got 3 guesses. Then I could only get 1 guess. Then he was going to give me a clue. And he's like, well, if I give you the clue, I can't give you the point.
That's not changing the rules. That's me just telling you I'm not giving you a clue.
To be fair, do you just burp?
No. I just went... I was going to say something, but you started speaking, so I just went quiet to listen.
Oh, I need to make a note of that. That's a rare occurrence. That's a rare occurrence.
Sit and listen to the music and look at that piece of scenery. Right. So you're getting 1 guess, but you can talk about it as much as you want.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I may give you a clue if you're completely stuck and you're sitting there going, "Is it Lego?" I might tell you whether or not it's Lego.
Well, now I think it's Lego. I feel like this has been a...
Well, you've had your clue then.
No, it's not a clue.
Okay, are you ready?
Hold on. Let me get my water bottle sorted.
That didn't sound nice. Right. Boys and girls at home, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
That was creepy. I honestly didn't expect somebody to say anything there. I'll begin.
Okay.
Shh. Creepy child.
What's the story?
Quiet.
Where am I?
Are you ready?
I'm still laughing at that.
Well, I'm going to begin anyway.
Okay.
So I've translated it from English into Kosa.
We can't pronounce it.
Hold on. Into Kosa. Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, but it might not be the right click that you're supposed to use, because there's 3 different types of clicks that you're supposed to use.
I think Kosa is just Kosa.
No, it's different
No,
clicks.
I'm telling you, I think the click for Kosa is just Kosa. I don't think it's one of the others. Because I've heard it said. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. Rewrite. Rewrite? Sorry, I had a frog in my...
What?
Are you noticing that every time I try and say the first word, my voice climbs about 17 octaves?
Yeah.
Rewrite. Oh, no, that one, okay. Rewrite 500 years of history and make the greatest empire ever known to man. Use negotiation, law, religion,
I know what it
and
is.
military power to intimidate your enemies and take control of the middle ground.
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's the game you've been playing. I can't remember what it's called, though. I think it's like Civilization. But you know the game I'm talking about. You've been playing it.
If I've been saying it that often, you need to know its name. Oh, it's like Civilization. Galactic Civilization?
There is a game called Civilization, but I don't know if that's what it's called. I know what it is.
You can look at the... hold on, give me a second. I'll just look at the first page of the... yeah, that should be enough. First page of the agenda, you can have a look at it.
Just fine. I'm just getting the agenda up.
I'm giving you a time limit of 4 of your Earth minutes.
What did you ask me to look at?
The first page, the Kosa.
Yeah.
Kosa.
The part where it's under gameplay review. Is that what you wanted me to look at?
Aye. 3 minutes.
Oh, it's Empire. Is that what it's called? Am I right?
You have to make a final guess.
Oh.
But you have another 3 minutes.
Right.
I can't keep telling you.
Is the name of the game in this part? Because you know I've gotten it. I have gotten it. I've gotten the right game.
No.
It's not the right game.
No, I'm telling you, it's not got the word in it. That's your clue. And it's a pretty good clue because you were about to guess something that had the word empire in it. So it's a pretty good clue. 2 minutes.
It's like
And as you've said yourself, I've been speaking about it a lot.
It's like Rise of Empire or something. I don't know. This isn't fair because I know the game and you know I know the game.
Describe it.
Right, so you can play as different countries and things like that, and you're basically trying to conquer the world. But it's set during real historic periods, but you can alter what happened. So
Okay.
you can conquer the entire world.
Not in this game.
Well, you can close to it. But I know the game. Is it right? Is it something along the lines of Rise of an Empire? Is Empire in the name?
I just told you none of the words written down I've read out.
Oh my!
Or read the
Is it like civilization?
Right, you've got to make a
Conquest?
guess now because that's been your 5 minutes.
Oh,
Come on.
I don't know what it's called, but
I've spoken about this game by your
I
own admission
know,
about
so
8 or 9
many
times. So you can't tell me like no, you know.
It's like it's not conquering. It's
Right. I'm going to say that you haven't got the point.
no.
Right?
I have got the point. No, you can't do that because I knew exactly
you
what
had a
it
5-minute
was.
time limit
You
and
know
it's nearly up.
exactly what you knew exact. I know exactly what it is. You know what I know. I know what it is.
No, I don't actually.
I'm gonna go with
think...
civilization. I don't think that's what it's called, but it's something like that.
See, the competitionista in me wants to say no, you've got it wrong. But the
I know
teacher
what
in
it
me
is.
wants to try and help you work out what it is.
Is it civilization? Is that what it's called?
No. You were going to say a game that had the word empire in it. What was the name of that game going to be?
I keep thinking Rise of an Empire, but that's not it. I think that's a movie title. Build empire building? Build your
Nope.
empire?
No. Build Your Empire. That's the name of the game. Build Your Empire. That's a rubbish name.
Well, you just said empire wasn't in there.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get you. I played a game that included the word empire that was in the same series of games as the game I am talking about now.
Empire Maker.
You can't tell me you know the name if I'm giving you clues like this and you don't even know the name. That's 2 games.
No, you don't actually. You never tell me the name of the game. You just keep telling me what the game is.
Actually, I
In
do
terms
tell you
of-
the name of the game. It's a series of games that's only for the PC. They're strategy games, combination of real-time strategy and turn-based strategy.
Yeah, I know what it is. I just can't remember the name. But no, I get the point because I know what it is.
There's 2 words, right, that are not in that blurb I read, right, that follow on from the name of each of the individual games that are the same throughout all of the series.
Legion's Rise.
What? Right, see the last 2 words, middle ground, what else could that mean?
Battlefield.
No. See the word middle, what's another way of saying that?
Between.
It begins with M. If you've got a really short skirt, what do you call that?
Mid-skirt. Mid-ground. Mid-level.
Okay, what do you call a really, really short skirt?
Mini.
Right, and now combine it with the idea of the word mid. What might you get? Just say something. I can't help you if you go moo and moo at the...
Mid-knee.
Okay, it's not kidneys.
I did
Take
say
out part of
kidney.
that. Take out part of that.
Mini.
Right, so if you didn't have the N and you had the D,
Midi.
right, take control of the middle ground. Do you think that's possibly a mistranslation?
I don't know. Oh, this is annoying because I know what it is.
Right, stop. You're not listening, you're not thinking, okay?
I am listening and I am thinking.
500 years of history, right? And a mistranslation of take control of the middle ground.
War?
Okay, war is one of the words in the title, but that's not what I'm talking about.
The World at War.
No.
That's a BBC series.
Yeah. Right, 500 years of history. What would you call that?
Half a millennium.
I actually
5
get
centuries.
to tell you're being an idiot.
5
I don't
centuries.
get to tell it other people I
5
teach things that.
centuries.
No, what else would you call 500 years of history? What is it, even if it's not 500 years?
1500s.
No, what? Right, so you got 500 years of history. There's a
Yeah.
word for that, which is the same if it's 724,000.
Generation?
No. There's no generation that's 4,000 years.
I don't know. Millennia. 500 years is half a millennia. Or
Right,
5
but-
centuries.
Right, I'll put it this way then. 500 years is called a certain thing at a certain point in time that it's not called at other points in time. So, 12 months,
Is
right,
a year.
is a year. You'd call that a year.
Yeah.
Or from March to March, you could call it COVID time. Both things are 12 months, but it's
Middle
not COVID
Ages?
time in 2017. Say it again.
Middle Ages?
Right, what's another word for Middle Ages?
The Dark Ages.
Another word, begins with M. Maybe a bit of that mini-midi thing I was going for? You must have heard of it.
I just know
Say the word I was getting you to make up.
Middle Ages.
Right? Say the word I got you to make up.
Midi.
Right? Midi.
Midi.
Now say somebody who's not good is
Bad.
Medi-Bad ages. The Medi-Bad ages. There's no way I
Medieval.
can give you a point for this. Pardon, what?
Medieval.
Right, medieval, not medieval. That's Americans mispronouncing words. It's medieval, right? So we've got medieval.
Medieval.
We know the word war is in there. What's a series of PC games which are a mixture of turn-based and the full
Medieval
world map?
War.
Right. We've got two words and you just slammed them together like a child. Try to put the circle through the square.
Medieval
So,
battles.
no, let me finish. It's a series of PC games which are a mixture of turn-based strategy in the world map. Battle map is real-time strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a series of games. They've been coming out since, I think, the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep, this one is from 2004, 2005.
Medieval Conquest.
Told you it's got the word war in it. Why have we suddenly dropped that? Look, I am really doing my best here, but
Medieval War Conquest.
I can't get over the idea that the game is called Medi-Bad.
I don't know why my brain blanked on medieval. I had
Medi-Bad.
obviously I've heard that phrase before, but I just
Phrase word. Medi-Bad. What is war?
Midi.
What is war?
Good for nothing.
Huh. No, what is war?
It's a battle. It's a
Can you have a bit of a war?
great war.
No, but can you have a bit of a war?
Mini war.
No, I'm asking you a question. Answer it. Can you have a bit of a war?
Yes. No.
You can't just go to war with somebody on a Sunday.
Total
and then
war. Medieval total war.
get in there. Now, there was a medieval total war game released in like 2001,
Conquest.
2002. So what might come after the first medieval total war game?
Medieval total war 2.
Okay, now the 2 doesn't go there, so where else might it go? If all of the games are called Total War, where would you put the 2 if it doesn't go at the end?
2 total war.
Oh, for goodness sake. So you dropped the word medieval for no reason and put the 2 at the very beginning.
2 medieval 2 total war. I don't know.
That's it. If they're all called Total War, the 2 goes after the medieval.
I'm actually
it's the
gonna just go that lie down and think about what I've done. Sounds like there's a seal. You can't hear what I'm saying. You can't hear what I'm saying because he doesn't have his headphones on. He sounds like a seal. It sounded like there was a seal or something that trapped in his room. It sounded like a seal. He's now wearing them as goggles. He's wearing his headphones as goggles.
Oh god, I gotta think about what I've done. You've been pretty bad.
I get that because I knew what it was.
Yes.
I get the point. No, I get the point. I get the point.
Shove off. Medi-Bad Empire Conquest.
I knew
Of
that's
the
not
Total
fair.
2 War.
That is not fair.
It's not fair.
I knew what
Hold
it
on.
was.
It took an extra 12 minutes or 11 minutes, and I had to walk you through it like a baby, and we got Medi-Bad.
No,
cannot
that's
claim
not
a
fair.
point.
That's not fair. I knew what it was because
It doesn't matter. You have to say it.
no, I knew what it was though. I knew everything
Really?
apart from the name.
Rubbish. You can take over the world, and it's a game with pick a country, and then.
It's the game you were playing. Come on, that's not fair. I knew exactly what it was. I knew what game it was,
But you didn't say the game.
but I knew what it was.
No, you didn't. You couldn't remember the name, and you couldn't remember anything that was in it. What country am I?
You're battling Spain. Last time I checked.
Sorry, hold on. What country are you? Battling Spain. Battling Spain's not a country.
You're Scotland.
What country am I?
You're
Right.
Scotland, and I'll
what
tell
do
you
I
how. I tell
own?
you how I know you're Scotland, because no matter what it is, it's Scotland. You play as Scotland. You name it after Scotland.
Apart from Empire Total War, where you have to go Britain.
I think that was the game I was going to guess. That's the game I was wanting to guess whether the name Empire in it, but I knew what game
Yeah,
it was.
sorry. No, sorry. If you were trying to guess that game,
No, I wasn't trying to
that's
guess
the
that
wrong one.
game. I wasn't trying to guess the game. That was
You
the
just
one
said you were going to
I
give
initially
that
thought it was, but I knew what it was. Can you deny? I knew it was the game that you were playing. Can you deny that? Can you deny that?
name. Because if I haven't ever brought it up, you can't possibly think that's the game. Okay, then. Did you get the name of the game without me walking you through it like a 4-year-old girl? Can you deny
Why,
that?
girl, specifically Thomas?
Because you're a female. Can you
That's
deny
true.
that?
Can you deny I didn't know what I was talking about?
Sorry, did you say can you deny I didn't know what I was talking about?
Possibly.
In that case, no, you didn't know what you were talking about.
I did know what I was talking about. I did know it.
Right, fine. So as to not put you off, how about we call it a nothing draw?
Fine.
It's ridiculous. It's clearly my point.
It's
but
not
fine.
your point.
It is. You didn't name the game.
I'm going to go in a huff.
Even when I talked you through it, you came up with Medi-Bad.
I'm going to blame a reason for it.
You're going to blame a reason for it.
Yeah.
I need to go. I can't keep this up.
Right, we're going to go now. So it's...
Oh, I know she's been Medi-Bad.
Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed half as much as Tommy did.
Right,
You
no, we need to read out the English version. The COSA is rewrite 500 years of history and make the greatest empire ever known to man. Use negotiation, law, religion, and military power to intimidate your enemies and take control of the middle ground. The English original is rewrite 500 years of history and create the greatest empire man has ever known. Seems the same. Use diplomacy, espionage, religion, and military power to outwit your foes and dominate the medieval world.
Yes.
So outwit became intimidate, and diplomacy became negotiation. But yeah, that was it.
And I won.
Aye, right, hen.
I have got the moral high ground.
Aye, sure you do. Is it midi high? Oh, right, do the goodbye thing. I can't handle it anymore.
So I think Tommy's tapped out. He's
I'm gonna lie
exhausted.
down and think about how Medi-Bad we've been.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed it, you can subscribe to the channel. You can hit the notification bell. You can like the video. That'd be great. You can leave a comment down below about anything you'd like us to discuss, any games you'd like us to play. That's within our budget.
And who
Which is
maybe won
dwindling.
and who maybe didn't.
You can email us at overshadow.shadowcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at overshadow.shadowcast. And I think that's about it.
I agree.
So thanks, guys, for listening. And I genuinely hope you had half as much fun as Tommy did with that. And
Abigail, prepare to stop recording. Are you prepared?
Abigail wins moral high ground. The end. Bye-bye.
That's fine. I'll win the actual point then. Bye.
No, you don't win the actual point. You don't.
No, that's fine. You can have the midi moral high ground, and I'll have the full
No,
point.
it's still 5-2 to me. It's still 5-2 to me. You don't get that point.
Bye.
Because I knew what I was talking about. You knew what I was talking about.
So basically, I now need to pick games you've never heard of, because if you even think you know what I'm talking about, you get the point.
Yes. And I think I'm being too loud, so I need to go now.
Okay, right.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.